Welcome to Mecum's Gone Farmin' Vintage Tractor Auction, featuring the only classic tractor auction of its kind in the country. Today, some of the hardest to find tractors in the world will hit the auction block. So sit back and relax and enjoy Mecum's Gone Farmin' Vintage Tractor Auction.
Welcome back, everyone, to Mecum's Gone Farmin' Spring Classic in Davenport, Iowa. I'm Mike Holland, along with my co-host, Max Wilson. Max, we have some collections coming through today that are fantastic.
Yeah, we've got some great featured collections, just an amazing bunch of tractors. Ought to be a lot of fun to see them come across the block tonight.
Folks, you're going to get a great chance to see each one of these collections up close and personal. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. Going to bring us into lot F80, which is a 1971 John Deere 4020 diesel.
And this one here is a power shift, 250 hours on an overhaul.
Yeah, this is a beautiful tractor, Max. I saw this one on its way in, and I'll tell you what, this one doesn't do well. I don't know what will at this auction. This is a nice piece of machinery rolling up here.
You could comb your hair and the paint on the sheet metal on this tractor. Got the right tires on it, the nice big Firestones. It's a popular tire on these tractors anymore. Does have 3-point with dual hydraulics and power shift. It's pretty much got everything a guy wants in a late 4020.
Already hitting at 22,500.
Does have the side console on it. So. There's a beautiful shot of that. Does have the aftermarket steps on it, which a lot of the guys like having those on because they were kind of a bear to climb on and off of with just the old single step that they came with. You can see the 3 steps going up there.
You can just see the great shot the camera's getting here on the side of this. This is an absolutely gorgeous tractor. Been completely restored. Just beautiful.
Yeah, when you can see the shine on the wheel weights as well as any of the stamped steel, the tin work on that tractor's been done meticulously. 22,000 bid right now.
This 1971 John Deere 4020. Lance not letting up on this one. He is absolutely working that gavel. He knows what this one's worth.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, we're close. The owner's right here.
And the owner's driving the tractor, so they were kind of looking for the owner, seeing if they get the reserve pulled on this thing.
A couple of people want to know if they're close. Lance announcing, yes, they are close to that reserve number. We'll see if they can inch it ever closer to that reserve. I think there's a lot of interest here. And they can just close that gap, and this beautiful 4020 will find a new home. Kathy making her way up and making her plea to the owner.
You know it's getting serious when you're getting Kathy involved. Man, that is just a beautiful 4020. You can see the reflection in the lights in the hood of it.
Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, but it's a console diesel power shift. $21,000. $22,000. Anybody else?
Dan went and talked to bidder. Now getting back up there talking to the seller.
Getting him right up back again. Talking to the seller, working his magic. Seeing if he can get. That's one of the jobs that, of course, he'll do. And now we've got another bid right here. Just finally hit it.
$22,000.
Have hit the $22,000 mark.
Rick,
Looking for
I'm gonna make you this deal here. If you
$23,000.
take the reserve off, Rick, if you take the reserve off, I think I can get you more money.
Now Lance is in on the job trying to get the seller to take off the reserve at $22,000.
Take the reserve off. Hey, if you take the reserve off, I've got you $22,500. You want to do that? And then I ask this guy, thank you. Reserve is off, sir. I need
There goes the reserve. The
the
pressure has worked here at Gone Farmin's Mecum Spring Classic. They have got the seller to lift the reserve on this beautiful 4020. Price is now at $22,500, and it's still moving north. $22,750. $23,000. Right next to us over here, Ryan. Ryan has still got movement out of his seller. $23,001, $23,002. This is what happens in one of these Gone Farmin auctions, folks. If you've got a tractor to sell, they will absolutely get the crowd involved. They will reach out and get every dollar available at these auctions. The excitement is high. People are willing to spend the money. We are already moving north of $23,400 for this beautiful 4020.
Sold it, $23,400.
The crowd is appreciative. Gives a nice round of applause to the.
That was a pretty good fight there at the end, getting the seller to pull the reserve, and then when he does, we get a few more $100 for him, and then we got two guys that are duking it out at $100 a whack. So.
And that's going to bring us up to lot F. 81, Alice Chalmers, WD-45 wide front.
Yeah, of course, this one here, you see he's got the stance widened out on it, and it's actually neat when you go through and move those wheels, you just loosen the bolt up, a couple of locks, and then you just stand on the brake and forward or reverse, and it walks them wheels in and out on that power adjust. I remember doing that as a young man, helping my dad put the cultivator on our WD. This one here selling at no reserve.
That's a great shot across the bow there.
Alice Chalmers, that whole design, their hood design, that big open side like that, kind of a sideways teardrop. I've always liked that look on them. You can always pick them out when they're sitting in a fence row or sitting at a farm. You can always tell it's a WD or a WD-45. So.
You can, of course, always tell the Alice Chalmers by that famous burnt orange color out in the field. Every different manufacturer wants you to be able to recognize their brand when you're parked out into the field doing the work. Sells out at $22.50. And one of our field reporters, Amanda Trudell, is out talking with some of the buyers and sellers. Amanda, who do you have for us?
We're at the 5th annual Mecum's Gone Farmin Spring Classic, and there's a lot of work that goes into putting on an auction like this, and this is the man behind the scenes. Mike Baker, tell me, what goes into putting this on?
Well, really, it starts 2-3 months in advance before the auction ever even starts. We start getting consignments as early as we can, so when comes to auction week, all we have to do is grab 10 guys, 3 trucks, and head down to Davenport, and we just start setting up, and tractors start rolling in the Monday before the auction. We get 50 to 75 tractors coming in each day.
Well, your efforts definitely show. Now, we're about halfway through the auction. Tell me, how do you think it's been going?
The auction's going really well. We've got a large crowd. Their bids are going high. We got the memorabilia going right now, and it's going very well for us. The tractors did exceptionally well this morning. So far, it looks like it's being a very good auction.
All right, well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to head back and check out the action.
I like the look of this tractor, Max.
Yeah, this is a nice looking tractor. Does have the down pointed exhaust on it. Has the deluxe fenders, and it is an all fuel, so pretty rare tractor here. It is a phase 3 in the line of the 420s. It is one of 109 built. Does have the heavy duty fenders. Expo quality paint job on it. And of course, with the price right now we're at with about $11,000, $10,500. Definitely worth its weight, I guess.
Really, really quiet as it rolled through here earlier. It's going to roll its way to the exit ramp here. And it's going to sell out for $10,000. A great price for that tractor. And that's going to bring us next to a 1956 John Deere 4020W all-fuel.
Yeah, this is another all-fuel tractor. This one, of course, being the phase one. Yes, they're announcing there. The thing got a little bit of stage fright. It is a running tractor, just died out there on the line. Does have the heavy-duty fenders. It is Expo certified. One of 72 built. Phase one all-fuel 420. Does have front weights on it. New tires all the way around. Does have 3-point with the third link. So ought to be another interesting one to see sell. And right now it's $18,000. Well, now we're back down to $9,000.
Now at 10.
A very nice paint job on this tractor too. And we've got some telephone action. Audra just got the bid back there. It puts us at 11-5. Now we got a shot of Kathy working on someone there in the front row. Nice shot there, looking down on that 420W, phase one. Once again, this is a no reserve auction. They're still working on this 420W all fuel. One of 72 built.
Hitting the 12,750 mark. They're not wanting this one to let go.
It looks like our phone bidder has stepped away. We got Kathy right up there in the front. She just got another bid, now up to 13,250. And now they just moved a row back to the next bidder. 13,005. We got Kathy and Dan tag teaming the bidders over there.
And selling it out at $13,500. Well, folks, we still have plenty to go here at Mecum's Gone Farmin' Spring Classic, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to Davenport, Iowa, and Mecum's Spring Classic Tractor Auction. I'm Mike Holland, along with Max Wilson. Max, it's really been a fantastic day so far.
Yeah, I really can't wait to get back to the action, Mike.
Well, let's get to it.
And that's going to bring in lot F75 as a 1961 John Deere 4010 diesel.
Another big boy coming through here, Max.
Yeah, this one
smooth running John Deere there.
Yep, got that straight pipe on it, and you can see a little bit of a haze coming out of the exhaust on it, but pretty straight looking tractor. Got some older tires on the back, look like they're probably 18.434s. As you get a look there down the front end, you can see what I was talking about earlier with some of these new generation tractors. You can see some of the dents in the nose of that hood. You wonder if they used them for pushing trees over part of their life. But once again, sounds like a good, honest tractor. Does appear to have the original seat on it. Does have 3-point with single hydraulic. And a lot of these tractors, like I said, they get just beat in their lifetime.
5,000, 5,000, 950, 5,050, 4950, 5,050.
Not too bad of a price here on that 4010.
49.50. It's going to sell out at. Of course, the next lot coming up, which is F76, is a no reserve, 1948 Oliver 88.
Yeah, and if you look at this one, we've seen a few different 88s come through over the last few auctions, but if you look at the front end of this, it's a little bit different. It's what they called the early series, being a 48. That front end looks more like a 70 Oliver. Very unique looking tractor. This one here has got a rebuild engine, new battery, PTO lights, engine completely rebuilt with receipts included. So pretty much bid with confidence. This would be a nice little 88 to take home. This is actually a model tractor. It's on my bucket list to own at some point. There we got a nice shot at Oliver row crop 88 on the side of the rear hood extension.
I think this is another example of that. Great shots on the website. If you go to Mecum.com, you're following along on all the action. But our cameras are giving a great shot of how beautifully restored this tractor really is. It's just in pristine condition as it rolls up toward the exit ramp of our auction block.
This one here selling at no reserves, so
somebody's going to get a great deal, sitting right now at $3,400. And it's going to sell out at $3,750. The next one, of course, coming in under assistance from one of our sponsors, Canal Tractors, is pulling its way through here.
Yep, and that's 1949 Oliver 77 at lot F77. Another nice looking Oliver here. And you notice the front grille on this one. This is what they went to a little bit like a year or two after that tractor. I think in 50 they went to this style, well, must have been 49 they went to this style grille. This one has new rod bearings, new battery, PTO, and lights. It appears to have original rear tires on it. It appears that way to me anyway from our vantage point here. And you just look down that hood there in that shot, just a nice looking tractor. The Oliver row crop 77 decal on the side there. And this is another one selling at no reserve, Mike. So
probably from the same series as the 80. And they're going to sell that out at $1,500. $1,600. That's going to bring us to lot S102. 1953 Alice Chalmers WD.
And here's one, looks like it just got a quick coat of paint to be brought here or fresh out of the field. This one has had the motor overhauled, does have good rubber on it. Has the foot and the hand clutch as all the WD Alice's did have. It does have the snap coupler style hitch on the back of it.
Rolling through here already at $1,000. And selling it out at $1,000, starting to move them through here quickly. That's going to bring us to lot S103. This is a 1958 Case 411B. This one's got the front loader right on front there, Max.
Yeah, this one's got the loader. The tach does show 857 original hours on it. Pretty nice original tractor here. You can tell it's spent a few nights outside, but it's not all beat up. A lot of those loader tractors, they got the noses bashed in on them, and tin on this one's pretty straight. This one quickly getting up to about $2,000. Be a good little loader tractor for someone. Does appear to be sporting its original rear rubber.
Someone appreciating this little workhorse, reaching already up to $2,250. And the reserve just been lifted off this tractor. The owner wanting it to find a new home today in today's auction. And just getting a little more movement now, has already reached the $2,400 mark.
Yeah, and that does, you can see right now by that S103 logo there, that is a new Idea loader on it, so it's not a factory case loader, but shouldn't hurt the value on this tractor at all. A lot of tractors were equipped with the new Idea loaders.
Already up to the $2,600, now $2,700 mark.
So we see Kathy there looking over the crowd to see if she can get another bid in here on it.
And they're going to sell it out at $2,800. Well, Max, it's no surprise what these tractors seem to be going for today.
No, there's been some real great ones coming across the block, Mike.
Well, we're going to take a break in the action, but don't you go anywhere. There's plenty more to come right after this. That's going to be another Farmall. This one's going to be a Cub, Max.
Yeah, and the little Farmall Cub, you notice this one's a little smaller than that A. This would be the baby of the lineup. This one here with the one-row cultivator set up on it. Another one selling at no reserve, Mike. And these are nice little tractors here. Pretty much it's the same rear end as a Cub Cadet lawn tractor. They just put some bigger wheels on it and put a bigger motor in it. It's got the flathead 4 in it.
From show to show, these little Cubs seem to do really, really well at these auctions.
Yes, they do, and there's actually quite a bit of a following for Cubs. We've always said some of our tractor clubs at home, you could start just a club of people that have owned a Farmall Cub at one point in their collection, and it would be a rather large club.
And some great shots across the front, now down the side here as it reaches $2,600 bid. And now reaching $2,800, getting some late action over on Kathy's side. It's interesting, Max, that they chose to put some of the blue add-ons on the side of this.
Yeah, and that's the actual cultivator units, and that was the color they were originally painted, Mike, but for a few years they painted a lot of the attachments blue. And it was actually a dark blue like that, kind of offset the red on there. And that's going to sell out at $2,900. And that's going to bring an S4 is a John Deere MT. Of course, this one here looks like it's sporting the original rear tires on it. Pretty nice paint job on this tractor. Another one selling at no reserve.
And as the different styles come through here, obviously the T standing for tricycle on this particular model.
Yep, and that is exactly correct, Mike. And this one here, of course, they had the M, and then the MT was the tricycle version. This one would have been used for cultivating 2 rows at a time, handled a 2-bottom plow, mounted plow in most conditions. Pretty much what you would call a square engine. They had a 4-inch bore by a 4-inch stroke. And these are a lot of fun to run. These were the only, these and the Model Ls were the only John Deere tractors to sport the foot clutch. And of course this lineage goes all the way through to the 430 John Deeres and the 440 industrial tractors. So.
Well, they are standing in the aisles here in Davenport, Iowa at Mecum's Spring Classic. And I'll tell you what, they have really turned out in droves today, Max.
Yeah, we've got a packed house here today, Mike.
And they are going to sell, somebody got a great deal on that last tractor at $1,700. That's going to bring us up into Lot S5, which is Farmal A.
And once again, another good-looking little Farmal here, selling at no reserve. This one here, once again, you can see the wheel weights on as we watch Ryan there watching the crowd for some bidding action. Yeah, a lot of these tractors, they were assembled and then painted, so none of the paint ever got under the hoods or inside the frame rails, and a lot of these have been torn apart and painted where from the factory they were not painted. So.
And someone getting another deal as it sits on the exit ramp over there and staying at $1,600 right now. We did have just some movement up to $1,700, and we have some late movement on this tractor as it makes itself known over on the far side of our booth.
And I believe that's Travis there that holds the bid there in the center.
And still getting some late movement, pushing it up now to $1,800.
It's going to sell $1,800 Greg's way. That's going to bring an S6 as a Farmal M.
And another completely restored Farmal with brand new tires here, Max.
Yeah, and this one here, pretty nice running M. We heard it right in front of us here. It's got that chrome straight pipe on it. Sounded pretty good as she was rolling in. Of course, the Farmal M's, they got a little bit deeper, throatier sound than your Farmal H's.
And there gives you a great look at the side detail that some of these restorations have offered. Get a great shot of the hood there as the camera makes its way out, giving you a great view of this tractor. Right now sitting at $2,000. This is a little bit bigger tractor than its baby brother that just went through right before it.
And this one here is a 1941 Mike, would have been about the second or third year into production on the Farmal M line. They were introduced in 1939.
And it starts to make its way to the exit ramp across the way. Sitting right now at $3,400, still has some late movement here on both sides of the arena. We have a gentleman right in front of our announcer's desk that appears to really want this tractor pretty bad.
Yep, right out in front of us there, there's Ryan Wagner.
And it's going to sell across the way at $3,700.
Been a really great show so far, Mike, and we can't forget to thank our sponsor, Steiner Tractor Parts.
Indeed, and with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
It's a beautiful day here in Davenport, Iowa, and I'm here with our favorite, Farmer John. Farmer John, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Now, I hear you bought and sold some tractors. Tell me about those.
Well, we purchased a 430 utility yesterday that'll be going back to Georgia for restoration, and then we got a John Deere 320 standard that'll be selling today.
So we wish you the best of luck in selling your tractor today. Now, Nashville's coming up here pretty quick. What do you got going for there?
Well, we're going to be bringing a few of our 420 high crops, and we've got a few John Deere all-field tractors we'll be taking.
And now, is that 5 total?
We're going to have a total of 5 tractors for Nashville ready.
How on earth do you get them all up there?
Well, a lot of work and a lot of loading, but we have an enclosed trailer for the small tractors and a large trailer for the big tractors.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to me, and we look forward to seeing you in Nashville as well.
All right, thank you.
All right, we're going to head back to Mike and Max.
This is another beautiful tractor as it makes its way through here right up to the block, Max. This has been restored. It looks just like one of those standards you would expect from John Deere, but it's really, really been nicely restored.
Yeah, this one here, of course, sporting rear wheel weights and a couple of front weights. This one here, new tires, new paint, good looking tractor here. This is actually, I believe, brought in by a consignor that brings a lot of Dubuque tractor to us out of Georgia. Been a real good supporter of us at the auctions and really enjoys selling with us. A guy by the name of John Weems.
Already sitting at $8,500.
This one does have the 3-point on the rear.
And there it just hit the $9,000 mark as it makes its way out the exit. $9,500. This one's moving quickly, just as I thought it would, right when it passed our announcer's table. We're going to see if it's going to make it all the way up to $10,000 here. And yes, it does. Reserve has just been lifted off as it passes the $10,000 mark. And they're going to sell it right out at $10,000. Bringing us to lot S123 or a 1953 John Deere G.
And another one at no reserve here. This one here, new repaint, does have new 14-938 tires, clamshell fenders with the correct brackets, black seat cushions. This is a last year built and does have the split pedestal on it. Anyone who's buying a G, that's what they want, is that split pedestal where you can change out the front end, put a wide front or a narrow front on it. Man, these John Deere Gs in the last year have really been hot models. I mean, 9,000 just hit the $10,000 mark on a no reserve auction on this 1953 John Deere G. That's going to sell out at $10,250. Yeah, and this here, another beautifully restored tractor here. Got nice rubber all the way around. 3-piece front weight set. One of 704 built, Mike. This one has new tires, new battery, new water pump, new seat radiator. Runs very well, in good condition. Does have 2-cylinder club documentation. Shipped December 4th of 1958 to Glenavon, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Already reaching the $12,000 mark now.
And of course, 630 standards are pretty low production tractors, with only being 704 built. And looks like the reserve has already been pulled on this tractor.
Reaching now the $12,000 mark.
Yeah, nice restored tractor here. Has a single rib front tires on it, round spokes front and rear. Don't see many unstyled Bs with the factory wide front on them. And this is another neat little tractor. I'd love to have one of these in my collection at home.
Great shot of the John Deere general purpose logo that accompanies a lot of these tractors. Want to give a shout out to Greg and all the wonderful people behind the scenes, giving you great shots each and every week here on Mecum's Gone Farmin' Tractor Auction Show.
As we just hit $9,000 on this 37 John Deere BW.
Lance isn't going to let this one sit long as it sits on the exit ramp, ready to go out the east door. So he lifts his gavel in the air, ready to smack it down and give this tractor a new home. And he sells it out at $9,400.
S130 is a 1956 Oliver.
S130 is our next tractor up here. It's a 1956 Oliver Super 77.
And Oliver Super 77s were produced from 54 to 1958. Right around 44 horsepower on the PTO. This one here being a diesel. Does have the aftermarket 3-point hitch on the back of it.
And of course, Max sporting that very customized green, yellow, and red look. Just a great combination, synonymous with that Oliver painting scheme.
And is going to sell at no reserve here, according to my computer screen.
And already reaching the $5,500 mark. Lance making sure that this capacity crowd here has every opportunity to bid on these tractors. That's a great shot of that Oliver front, so well known for. That yellow grill against that green front is just one of the great reasons I love the color scheme off the Olivers. And it does sell out for $5,750. And that brings us to lot S131, which is a 1967 Ford 2000. Again, from this Ford family, Max, this is one of my favorites. This one's sporting the 4 across the back.
Yep, got it dualed up with those turf tires on the back. And this is also one of the low clearance Ford 2000 tractors. Looks kind of nice with them diamond tread turf tires on the back with them dualed up.
Great shot of the Ford 2000 series logo right there on the front with our famous alley kid.
That's going to sell at $3,600. And it's going to bring lot S133 as a 1969 John Deere 4520. Another beautiful paint job on this tractor. Has had a complete restoration, power shift transmission, new tires, new gauges and dash, new wiring harness. Believed to have about 1,800 hours since overhaul. Does have a new turbo and new batteries on it. Does have no 3-point on the back, has the wide swing standard drawbar on the back. Dual remotes with a side console. Very nice looking tractor. We watch Ryan over here handling 2 different bidders, I believe.
Already at $23,000. And now at $24,000.
We see Audra working with the bidder at the back of the room.
And they're going to sell that one out at $25,000. Max, here comes another showstopper in here.
This one here looks to be in pretty much original condition, Mike. Looks like it's probably had a newer set of tires put on it, but still pretty straight tin and everything on it.
And there's a great camera shot giving you an idea of what this no reserve tractor looks like. As we make our camera view right over there to that famous conch shell logo.
Of course, that being a standard tractor, also has that wide swing drawbar on it.
And as this cockshot makes its way out the door. It's reaching its no reserve price of $5,100, now $5,200. Great camera angle up and over where the driver sits and what his vantage point looks like. And it's going to sell out Kathy's Way $5,200. This is a fully restored tractor here, Max. Again, with that beautiful orange, well known for Alice Chalmers.
Yeah, and this one here does come with the snap coupler plow on the back of it. 3-bottom plow is included with it, has been completely restored. Pretty nice looking WD-45.
Great shot across the front there as it reaches the 3250 mark.
This is the next tractor to get sold today. They already slapped the Mecum sold sticker on it.
And still some movement on this side right in front of our announcer's desk as still find some last minute bidders that want to take their chance, and they're going to sell it out at $3,800. That's going to bring us to lot S145, a 1942 Alice Chalmers C, the same family, Max.
Yeah, good looking little Alice Chalmers C here. Has been fully restored, all new rubber. Of course, we've seen some of these Alice C's. They don't bring much unless they're painted up. And this one here, sitting right at $1,000. So be a nice little tractor for the money. Take that home, find yourself a Woods belly mount mower for it, and go out and use it for mowing your lawn.
Indeed, Kathy's got some movement over on her side. Right now, pushing it up to $1,750.
And here we were worried she was getting a little bored over there. There wasn't anything going on. And now she's got, sounds like she's got all the bidders on her side of the room. So. And the reserve has been lifted on this Alice Chalmers C, 1942 model.
Sitting at $2,000. And Logan perusing the crowd here, making sure that every bidder has an opportunity as it reaches $2,200 bid. Now $2,400. Again, no reserve on this tractor here. A lot of late movement interest. They are going to sell this one out at $2,600. Well, that's going to wrap it up for Mecum's Gone Farmin' Spring Classic, sponsored by Steiner Tractor Parts. On behalf of myself, Mike Holland, and my co-host, Max Wilson, we'll see you next time.